Police records have the details on the arrest of a Plano bartender for serving alcohol to a man who later committed a mass murder.
The arrest report describes what 27-year-old Lindsay Glass served to Spencer Hight that night. It also outlines his erratic behavior in the hours before he murdered 8 people at a Cowboys watch party. Fox 4's Natalie Solis is live in Plano with more. Natalie.
Heather, that arrest affidavit says the bartender that day intentionally, knowingly, and with criminal negligence sold alcohol to Spencer Hight, even though police say he was already showing signs that he was drunk. 27-year-old Lindsay Glass arrested Tuesday, facing a misdemeanor charge for selling alcohol to a habitual drunk, intoxicated, or insane person. Police say Spencer Hight's blood alcohol level was 4 times the legal limit when he showed up to his estranged wife's house on September 10, 2017, and committed the worst mass shooting in Plano history, taking 8 lives before he was shot and killed by police. The arrest affidavit says surveillance video shows Glass, who was working at local public house at the time, sold Hight 2 well gins, 2 beers, and a shot over 2 separate visits that day, a few hours apart. Hight was unsteady and running into tables. Then in Glass's presence, Hight began to spin a big knife on the bar, then is seen pulling out a gun from his waistband. Glass texts a coworker saying Hight told her he had to go do some dirty work. She texts psycho. She tells the friend Hight kept repeating he has to put someone in his place. And she tells the friend she thinks he'd been drinking somewhere else between his 2 visits to local public house. A civil lawsuit was filed by families of several victims, but was later dropped.
We filed suit last year, and we non-suited the case that we had filed because we're looking for the best way to file suit in a way that maximizes the benefit to our clients, and we weren't certain at that time that the way we'd filed it would do that. So although we've non-suited, we intend to refile shortly.
Glass' attorney says in a statement it's no coincidence the warrant for her arrest was issued the same day the civil lawsuit was dropped, and points out Glass left the bar to try to locate Hight, whom she knew, and that she called 911. He says it is shameful of the Plano Police Department to go after the person who was vital in trying to stop the horrific events of that evening. He calls the arrest a last-ditch effort by the Plano Police Department to make someone pay. Plano police responded in a statement saying the arrest was part of a continued investigation into the horrific deaths. It says there was a delay because they were being diligent in working with the TABC to ensure that an arrest was warranted. If convicted, Glass faces up to a $500 fine and a year in jail.